comes in from the Delhi State Assembly. We want to cut across directly. Pandemonium on the floor of the House as the three representatives from the Bharatiya Janata Party have been, what we are getting to know as we speak, that the three Delhi BJP MLAs have in fact been escorted out by the marshals. Well, that is what we are getting in. Pandemonium on the floor of the House. It seems the Speaker directed the marshals to come and escort all the three BJP MLAs in the 70-member House. Let's remind our viewers, 67 is the Aam Aadmi Party, while 3 is the BJP. All three of them have been marshalled out. These are the visuals that you're getting in. Now, this happened when, right after they created a fair bit of chaos, when the Delhi Assembly adopted a resolution to discuss the MHA notification. Moreover, a resolution was moved to impeach the Lieutenant Governor. All right, let's cut across to the Delhi Assembly proceedings. We've culled out the portion on which the Speaker directed the marshals to step in and escort the three BJP MLAs out. Once again, we'll be playing the proceedings again for our viewers. Let me quickly update our viewers on what transpired. This is a two-day emergency session called by the Aam Aadmi Party. It began today with a bitter fight, clearly, between the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, the Lieutenant Governor, where a notification was in fact passed to discuss, where in fact a resolution was adopted to discuss the MHA notification. Later on, a notification to impeach the Lieutenant Governor was also mooted. In the back of that, the three lone BJP MLAs started sloganeering, and then they were instructed to go and leave the House. When they did not do so, the Speaker stepped in, asked the marshals to escort all three of them outside the Delhi State Assembly. I want to cut across to Javed Ansari, our executive editor. He'll give us a larger perspective on the very latest in this. Javed, can you take us through with the very latest that you're getting in? What exactly transpired in the House that the Speaker actually asked the marshals to step in and escort the three BJP MLAs out?
From what I gather, the BJP MLAs cast aspersions on the integrity of the Speaker, whereupon the Treasury benches erupted, and then there was a demand that they be expelled. The Speaker, it appears, has asked the marshals to march out, escort the three MLAs out of the Assembly. Whatever is happening on the floor of the Assembly does no credit either to the Treasury benches or to the opposition involved. Parliament and state legislatures are forums for debate and discussion, not for strong arm tactics. And this is only going to add to the cynicism that the average Aam Aadmi has about our politicians.
You know, but Javed, and what we have seen today itself, and of course especially with the three of the BJP MLAs being escorted out by the marshals, a fair bit of high-handedness showed by the Aam Aadmi Party government and the Delhi Chief Minister.
Yes, absolutely. You know, there is a thumb rule that the opposition must have its say and the ruling party must have its way. You need to allow opposition, especially when you have such a brute majority in the House, you must allow the opposition to ventilate their grievances, ventilate whatever they have to say, and then, you know, go forward with your agenda. Throwing out a minuscule opposition, 3 members in a 70-member House, even if they were present in the House, they couldn't have made much of a difference. Throwing them out just shows the kind of impatience and intolerance that the ruling party in Delhi has. And like I said, there are no innocent parties in this, and it reflects very poorly on both the Treasury benches as well as the 3 opposition MLAs.
What kind of message will this send out, Javed? Because you know, you've got a majority of 67%. Even if you look like 67 in a 70-member house. The first speech that was made by Arvind Kejriwal, he did say he's going to be all-inclusive. He did address that even though they have 67 seats, they are not going to behave like any other political party, but will entertain if somebody has a different point of view.
Preeti, that USP of being a party with a difference has long gone. Like most others, like most people when they come to power, and politicians generally adopt one position when they are in opposition, quite another when they are in power. In Mr. Kejriwal's case, he was supposed to be, he was an outsider to politics, and therefore people were led to believe that probably he would be different. Now he's no different from the rest.
All right, stay on with us, Javed. We're going to also get in the very latest coming in from Ankit Tyagi, my colleague, who's right now tracking the very latest at the Delhi Secretariat. But let's quickly take our viewers, get them up to speed with the developments that we're getting in. On instruction of the Delhi Assembly Speaker, all 3 BJP MLAs were removed from the House. Marshals came in, escorted the 3 BJP MLAs out of the House. But let's quickly listen in to all the political reactions that we're getting in. I believe my colleague Ankit has Aam Aadmi Party leader Adarsh Shastri.
The Delhi Assembly is debating the notification that has been sent by the MHA, Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, one by one getting up and opposing that. But in midst of all this, Adarsh Shastri, the MLA of the party from Dwarka, got up and he raised another point. Adarsh Shastri wants Delhi government or the Delhi Assembly to have the power to impeach the Lieutenant Governor. Mr. Shastri, you raised this on the floor of the House. What constitutional basis have you raised this demand of the Lieutenant Governor to be impeached, the powers to be given by to the Delhi Assembly?
Well, Section 155, 156 of the Constitution of India clearly states and allows for Parliament to have the power to impeach the President of India in case Parliament feels, the relevant majority in Parliament feels that the President is unable to discharge his duties in the manner in which he is deemed to be. Various benches of the Supreme Court have hinted on a revamp of the federal structure of the Constitution and therefore of the country. And the Sarkaria Commission in a landmark report said that like Parliament has authority to impeach the President, state legislatures should also have the power to impeach or launch proceedings of impeachment against a governor or lieutenant governor if they find him unable to discharge.
But Delhi is not even a full state. What credence does it give to your demand?
Amendments of the Constitution of 1991, 1993 and the rules of transactions clearly state that Delhi is a state excepting insofar in areas of land, public order and police. And I think I have echoed a view of the Commission which clearly says the federal structure of the country should be respected and enshrined in the Constitution. And we have no right, obviously, to impeach the Lieutenant Governor. All I've said is that let us pass a resolution asking Parliament to review the recommendations of the Sarkaria Commission and therefore allow, in order to respect the federal structure of the country and the Constitution, allow every state to have the power to evaluate and impeach a governor if they so deem.
Adarsh, it also brings me to the point that has the relationship between the Lieutenant Governor and the Delhi government deteriorated so much that now you started thinking on the lines to get an amendment so that you can impeach the Lieutenant Governor?
Well, this is my views expressed in my own personal capacity, and I don't see this as a correlation between the current ongoing issues between the Lieutenant Governor and the government of Delhi. I've only echoed what the federal structure of the Constitution says.
Are you saying that the Aam Aadmi Party has nothing to do with what you have said? It's only the view of Adarsh Shastri, the MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party, but the party does not have any thought process on this?
What I have said is primarily based on what the recommendations of the Sarkaria Commission are for all states. The will of the people is supreme, is what the Constitution says, and if the will of the people is such which is represented in the legislature, similarly the legislature should have power to act against a governor or lieutenant governor if they so deem so.
My last question to you, now resolution has been moved in the Assembly against the MHA notification. What is the Aam Aadmi Party, your MLA, 67 MLAs, expecting to be the outcome of this resolution? You have the majority, you will get it passed, but what do you expect this resolution to do?
I think this resolution will be a very big signal, and history will define this moment as a point in time when the state legislature and therefore the will of the people cannot be subterfuged and subverted by any such move by the government of India.
Would there be a resolution on statehood also?
Well, let's see the discussion going on. Right now it's on this notification, but if we so feel, then the discussion on statehood will also happen.
Thank you so much, Adarsh Shastri, for speaking to India Today. In fact, Adarsh Shastri, the Aam Aadmi Party MLA, he's the one who has now thrown another volley as far as this entire controversy between the Lieutenant Governor and the Delhi government is concerned. They want powers to be amended so that the Delhi Assembly can impeach the Lieutenant Governor. With camera person Kashif, Ankit Tyagi in New Delhi for India Today.